Anime openings. Some of us skip them, some of us vibe to them, and of course, some of us imagine that we're in edits with them playing in the background. Stop it. First off, we gotta know the unwritten rules for openings. First off, there has to be at least one opening in the anime that features the main character falling from the sky. Even if there's no reason for them to be in the sky free falling, it has to be there. There must also be a part where the characters are looking in the camera with images flashing behind them. And of course, you gotta have these characters showing off their moves. It could be on randoms or it could be on nobody. It really doesn't matter. And that should cover everything. Actually, one more thing. The best openings also have really catchy songs. Like they need to be catchy to the point where everyone be singing it randomly. Okay, I think now we can actually get into the first type of opening. The spoiler opening is a necessity for every anime, and in case you don't know what it is, it's essentially an opening that basically sums up the entire arc without all the specific details. Look at the 5th opening for One Piece. They showed a bunch of the things that happened in that arc, from Usopp versus Luffy, Luffy versus Aokiji, and Robin's encounter with CP9. Now, something like this is actually fine with me, because me personally, it generates a lot of hype for the arc. You can also do the spoiler opening in a really unique way, like Bleach 1000 Year Blood War Part 2, where they show a bunch of the fight matchups but in the form of a slice of life. You honestly wouldn't even know these were spoilers if you didn't watch the arc. Like seriously, we got Stern Raiders out here playing basketball and skateboarding, U-Hawks out here in a helicopter. Like, this is perfect stuff right here. However, there are some insane spoilers that they be putting in these openings. The worst of these openings has to be Naruto Shippuden's opening 6. Spoiler alert, by the way, but this opening has scenes that hint at not one but 2 very important deaths in the series. Like, what am I supposed to feel when I see Jiraiya fighting pain and then it cuts to him falling down and closing his eyes while he's falling, and then Naruto starts crying and ends up looking at a tombstone in the graveyard? They also hinted at Itachi's death, or at least Sasuke winning his fight against Itachi, a bit more subtly. But still, this opening started at episode 129, and these deaths happened well after that. They are lucky that this opening is fire.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Stop the cap.
The cap anime openings can really mess with your head. It creates a moment that you anticipate for an arc, but then it'll have you a bit shocked when it doesn't happen. A lot of these are typically tame and consist of fighting an opening between 2 characters that we never see fight. Like in the 3rd Fire Force opening, I'm seeing Joker, Benimaru, and Burns get to boxing. Come to my surprise, when I'm actually watching the show, this man Captain Burns seen Benimaru ready to fight, and he says,
"Let me sit my stupid ass down."
And to be honest, I don't blame him. We also see openings that are just unrealistic, like Bleach opening 7, where Ichigo charges into a room, sword first, charging at Aizen with just a hollow mask on, as if this wouldn't be a stomp already. All of the Espada are here in the same room. If Ichigo actually did this, the series would have ended. No more 1000 Year Blood War, no Fullbring arc, just a really dead Ichigo. There was also that one My Hero opening where Ida, Todoroki, and Bakugo are jumping Shigaraki, which we all knew wasn't gonna amount to much, but I thought it was gonna happen still. But don't worry everyone, I haven't even mentioned the worst of the cap. Jujutsu Kaisen openings are guilty of capping like crazy. Season 1 spoilers ahead. I can't trust any openings they create anymore. They really have the nerve to have this happy image of all the sorcerers all cheery and stuff like that, and they include a really wholesome close-up of Junpei and Itadori. I really thought I was gonna see Junpei turn good and have a nice little comeback in life. You can say I was a bit shocked when I seen Mahito creep up behind Junpei and turn him into whatever this is, and then just roll over and die while questioning everything in his life to his only true friend in Itadori. I know Mappa was sitting there giggling to themselves because they knew this was happening, yet they made me believe that everything was gonna be so happy, when in actuality the main character just gets traumatized. Then they really tried the same thing in season 2, when everything was all happy in the opening. We get to see all these older characters when they're younger. This happy state only lasted for like 2 episodes before Toji pulled up and essentially ruined Gojo and Geto's whole friendship. Any point after Toji shows up is either depressing or unhinged. Why did they do this to us, man? If you made it this far into the video, you must be enjoying the content. So if you do, you might as well subscribe, because I'm gonna keep on pumping out content like this. Anyways, back to the video. These random openings are very simple. They just have really catchy songs, but with random things happening in the background. Like that final opening for Naruto Part 1. It was just a bunch of silhouettes of Naruto fighting, but shoot, I'm not complaining. The song was catchy. You know, I was gonna sing it, but I don't want to subject y'all to that. Same thing applies to the Yu Yu Hakusho opening. I don't know where to go. Bro, when I was watching this, I ain't have a clue of what was happening in the background. I would just get up and start vibing to the song. By the way, I am referring to the English version of the song because the dub was valid. The Chainsaw Man opening was probably the most random. The first 20 seconds are actually a bunch of movie references. Then they just cut to them actually in the movie. Then they cut to them bowling, and then Power's in a bikini, and then Denji's getting walked like a dog. Wait, hold on. Isn't he like 16? Is Makima allowed to do that? You know what? It's fine. It's perfectly fine. A bit of a laid back video today, but don't worry, we got some other videos in the work. Also, with the rapid growth of the channel recently, I want to know what you guys want to see. Do you want primarily anime content or more cartoon content? I'm just really curious. With that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Peace out.
That's all, folks.